G'day guys, my name is CJ. Here on this channel, we are in the business of checking out and reviewing all things tech, gear, and lifestyle. So if you're interested in that, remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out. In any case, all of this stuff also includes everyday carry. And if you've been following my channel for some time, you've probably seen some reviews of things that I think are pretty cool that can add a new dimension to carrying your stuff. Now, some of my favorite accessories include wallets, and whilst to date, my favorite still is the trusty Secret wallet, but today I've got my hands on a new contender from a German company called Aviator. No, not that kind of aviator, but seriously, this is the Aviator Slide, and let's see if it could be your next wallet. Let's take a look. So I've been sent the Aviator Slide in carbon fiber, and it's a compact, solid solution that apparently allows you to comfortably carry up to 20 cards. And that's huge, literally, because when I think of 20 cards in a traditional wallet, I picture something that kind of looks like this. Or I just don't even bother because most of the time it's not going to fit. But Aviator achieves this thanks to a pretty simple but intuitive sandwich design where you've probably seen something similar before, where all the cards you need are sandwiched between two sturdy slabs of either metal or carbon fiber. Now with these wallets, a lot of the time you wonder how you get those cards out. To grab these cards, it comes with a little pull strap that allows you to slide the entire pack out and you fan them out like a pack of playing cards. Kinda cool. Or if you only need the first front-facing card, there's a little thumb axis as well, which allows you to easily slide the front one out on its own. And it's perfect if you've got one main card that you always rely on. Now the whole structure is held together by what seems like a pretty solid elastic strap, all of which the tension is customizable depending on how many cards you plan on using. Now I think this is primarily to reduce the risk of it quickly wearing out and losing its tensile strength. And we'll take a look at this in just a second. But sliding in your cards is pretty easy thanks to the beveled edge on the front panel. But because I'm coming from a Secret wallet with an extra card slot and cash, I've got about 7 to 8 cards to store. And at this number, I had to extend the size. Now out of the box at its default setting, it can comfortably hold about 3 to 4 cards. Adjusting it to hold more is a little bit fiddly, but this was where the instructions provided came in use. Or not provided, because instead you actually have to scan a QR code on a card bundled with the wallet to see the instruction video. But basically, with the help of an included Torx screwdriver, it involves unscrewing the main plate covering the entire bit of kit that controls the tension. And that includes the elastic band and the sliding ribbon. Now one bit of advice though, the rods holding the elastic bands in place were a little bit finicky to hold in place when you're putting the cover plate back on. So bring a bit of tape, and I'd recommend putting that tape over the sides just to help hold these rods in place, just to avoid any frustrations. And on top of this, I'd also keep an eye on how tight the bands actually sit. Not only for the cards and how easy you can get them out, but also for the cash clip on the back, seeing as well they're all connected as one unit. I've had it just a little too tight over the last couple of weeks, and it makes slipping even a $10 note under the clip a bit of a challenge. I've actually almost flipped a nail or two doing so be careful. There's also an option for a sliding coin tray, which is kind of interesting. I mean, coins aren't a particularly big thing in Australia these days. In fact, cash in general is being used less and less, partly also due to COVID-19. And I think the most you could fit in here, at least in Aussie dollars, is about $4. So that's enough for maybe a bottle of Coke or maybe a Macca's apple pie. Oh, and also a soft serve on top of that as well. So that's a pretty big win in my books. Plus, it can also be useful to hold other cool things like ejector tools or even a spare SD card as well, all without adding too much bulk. Or you could even choose not to use it as well for an even slimmer package instead. And what can I say about it as a package? I think the carbon fiber version I've got is pretty sweet. It feels really solid and it's lighter than expected, probably partly due to the carbon fiber design. It's all hand built and assembled in Germany too, so if that's important to you, there's that. Fit and finish and build quality is really top notch. though the pull tabs paint is wearing a little thin, and that's only after a couple of weeks of use. So it'll probably end up looking grey by the end of the month. And I also find the sharp edges a little bit uncomfortable, especially as someone who puts their wallet in the back pocket. Sure, that's probably not great for my back and posture, but I do hope one day to see a leather version. Might be a bit more comfortable to pocket, but mainly because I love leather products. So here's hoping. But finally, and slightly problematically, is that the carbon fiber version on its own with the acrylic panels don't have RFID protection. So in order to get that, you actually have to add a little bit more money and opt for the aluminium frame and coin holder instead. Something to keep note of. But ultimately, I think the Aviator Slide wallet is a really great wallet, and its unique construction is for me a breath of fresh air. Now, of course, I do miss having the little switch on the Secret Wallet to flick up the cards, but ultimately, with both of these wallets, it'll still take two hands to get the cards out. Plus, all your cards are right there within reach, whereas a couple of the cards in the Secret Wallet would be in a separate pocket, so you do have to remember which one's where. So in that respect, it's a little bit more convenient with the Aviator Slide. And the prices also vary wildly depending on the materials used. The Aviator Slide starts at €65 or about 102 Australian dollars for the base obsidian black aluminium version, and it goes all the way up to a whopping €419 or 657 Aussie dollars for the high roller pure titanium version with a carbon fiber coin holder and aluminium inner space frame. The choice is yours. At least there's free worldwide delivery. It's the little wins. Personally though, I'd just keep it simple with the aluminium and acrylic versions to keep the weight down. Though if you want the absolute lightest option, then the carbon fiber version is for you, albeit a little bit more expensive at around €100 instead. But ultimately, the flexibility and build quality of the Aviator Slide makes this a great choice for someone looking at buying a new wallet that can hold a ton of cards without the massive footprint of a traditional wallet. It's making a really compelling argument to be my go-to wallet moving forward. Links will be in the description below. So what do you think of the Aviator Slide? Let me know if you like it, why you don't, or if there's any other suggestions that you might have in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, give us a like, subscribe for more, ding the bell icon so you don't miss out. And of course, stay safe, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Say good day to your mum for me. Cheers.